YouTube, what is up, guys? I hope you're doing well today. Today we've got literally a banger, guys. We are going to show you how to make upwards of $500 million in Forza Horizon 5, all legitimately. So make sure you guys follow each individual step, guys. We are literally going to be making 30 million in, I would say, about an hour of your own time's work. But you've got to watch the video. It'll explain everything, you guys. So I hope you really do enjoy today's video. This is the second method. We also have another method. Check the channel for method number 1. But before we get into today's video, make sure to smash that subscribe button, guys, because we have put a lot of effort into figuring out this method. And we've got a ton more of videos coming up to show you how to unlock free cars, best settings in the game, you know, just literally gameplay. So we've got a lot on Forza Horizon 5 coming for you guys in the very near future. So let's get right into today's video because this is going to be a lot to cover. All right, you guys, the first step to today's money-making method is to buy the Apollo. I personally use the welcome pack because I got it for free, but as you guys can see right here, the Apollo is only between 270,000 to 350,000, guys. It is super cheap. You could literally buy a Toyota Supra. I think they're 100k almost, or 80k. So not for that much more. You could buy an Apollo, guys. Now you could use other cars. There are other faster cars such as the CSO Elemento, but as you guys will literally see right here, the Elemento will literally run you guys upwards, I'm gonna say what, 6 million, if not actually even more. Let's see right here. You need the Forza edition if you're doing it. Literally 6.7 million bucks. Okay, I just sold one for 6.8. So literally, you guys, you are gonna need a lot more bang to start this. So the Apollo, guys, is the go-to method for this because a lot of you won't have $7 million to start this. Because remember, you're going to have to upgrade it, which I'm going to get into a second. So go buy an Apollo. Let's get into the next step. Now that you've bought the Apollo, what you're going to do is go to the garage tab, whether you're in the start menu or if you're in the festival like I am. Go to the upgrades and tuning. You are going to go to the car mastery. Okay, the car mastery is crucial for this money-making method to work. If you do not follow these steps, guys, you will not make the most money. Okay, you will make a lot, but you won't make that extra little bit, which will help out. So make sure, guys, you literally upgrade the car completely like this right now with all the car masteries. It works out to about 74 points to do this. You need everything, guys. And it is crucial that you buy these top 2 here because these top 2 give you an insane boost on XP, which the XP will result in more levels, which will result in more money to be made. So make sure the car is completely upgraded like this. And also make sure you download a tune, guys, for your car, okay? I will show you the tune that I have here. This is my tune that I'm currently using for the car, guys. So if you can't find this, Sussy Driver is the actual creator. Sussy, thank you very much. Just test out other tunes, guys. This is the all-time best tune that I've found works best with the Apollo. So download it. Okay, guys, now we are currently at literally step 3 of the process here. Step 3 is coming to the Colossus event. If you guys don't have this unlocked, some of you might not because this is a newer game too. Very easy to unlock it, guys. You're going to go into the Horizon Adventure tab here in the start menu. You're going to go to Horizon Apex, and in the Horizon Apex, you're going to see the Colossus. It only takes one unlock needed for this, so make sure if you don't have it, you save them up because you need this in order to run this money-making method. All right. Now, what you're going to do is you are going to simply enter the event, guys. Now, remember, make sure you already have the Apollo tuned and the car mastery is fully equipped like I showed you guys before you start this method. So we are going to enter this. Make sure you go into solo, guys. Solo is necessary for this. And you are going to go into the Creative Blueprint tab here, okay? Once you're in the Creative Blueprint, just follow every step I do here. So just do anything goes, open. Now, don't worry about changing anything, guys. The main thing you have to do here, and if you don't do this, this method will not work, is go to the create/choose route. And right now it'll say the Colossus because obviously we came to the Colossus. We are going to change that to the Goliath. Okay, so do that right now. Fast travel, just hit yes. It'll travel right there too. Now, guys, again, this is a quick process on how, well, not quick, it's going to take a few hours, but within a few hours, you could make hundreds of $1 million if you land it right. And I'm going to get into the money part at the end of this video. So now we have fast travel to the Goliath race. The name, guys, even though it says Colossus, you could either leave it, or what I do typically is you can change the name to whatever you want, so that when you're in your blueprints, you know which one it is. In my opinion, I would name it like the Colossus 10 laps. This method is using a 10 lap process. You could do more laps. The more laps you do, make the more money and XP you make. But I'm doing it 10 laps just for the quickness of this video. Now, what you guys are going to do before we hit publish, guys, it is crucial that you click on the event settings tab. In the event settings, this is where you can change the number of laps, okay? Now, I'm going to do 10, but as you guys can see, you could do as many laps as you'd like. All the way up to, I believe it's 50 as the top. Yeah, 50 at the top, okay? So 10 laps, guys. We're going to put it down to, let's put that there. Now, the season is important here too, guys. You want to make sure that this is on hot season. You don't want wet season, because that could screw your chances of winning the race up. Make sure it's on hot. Now, the rest, just leave it. Don't worry about the rest, guys. Just leave it as you see on screen here and hit confirm. Okay. Now, again, guys, just before we hit publish, you're going to remember you can change the name if you'd like. It's not necessary. But choose route, make sure this is Goliath. If this still says the Colossus, you clearly missed a step. You now have to go all the way back to when I was first entering the Colossus event. You got to reset this whole thing essentially. Do the event settings and literally just hit publish. Now, this won't pop up for you. It's going to automatically save it there. But for me, because I have technically 5 blueprints, because I've tested this method many times, I'm just going to ignore it. So yours will save there, guys, if you only have one. If you do have more than 5, guys, all you do is pick one event to overwrite it, and it'll just overwrite it very simply. Great. So now essentially what you guys are going to do is do not select any race. You're going to back out until you get back to the road. Okay. Now make sure you do not, I repeat, do not enter the Goliath. Okay. You're going to hit your start button. And in the start button, guys, you're going to go over to the Creative Hub tab. And in the Creative Hub tab, you're going to go to My Creative Hub here, okay? The top left corner, click on this. Yeah, I'll just retrieve it. So yours might not say 7 because I have 7 different events. And as you guys can see, I have tested this method many times. So I know for a fact this will work, guys. So again, I changed my name to, when I was telling you guys the name, the Colossus 10 laps. Just literally click A, make sure you go into solo, okay? Just let it load in. Now, guys, remember, make sure, again, let me go back a step here. You could use any car you'd like for this event. If you cannot get an Apollo, an X-Class on an X-Class tune from that sussy driver like I told you, find another tune, play around with it. You can use this. The Elemental is a much faster car, guys. I know a lot of you are going to say that in the comments. I know it is for a fact. You could literally do a lap 1.5 minutes faster with this car. But you want a car with a lot of downforce, a lot of grip. And unfortunately, the Elemental does not have the downforce as the Apollo does with the method I'm using, okay? But yes, it is a much faster car and it has fantastic. I'm not saying it's terrible. It actually is a great car, guys. But just use the Apollo. You could use the Apollo. You could use the Elemento, but you're using it at your own risk, guys. I've experimented with this for like days at this point, and I have refined it and refined down to the point that I have determined this is the best method to this entire money-making method. Okay, guys. Now that the race has loaded in. Do not start the race just yet. You're going to go to the difficult and settings tab here. Once you're in the tab, go to the difficulty tab. And now we're going to change everything, okay? We're going to change this down to the lowest difficulty possible. Braking, you're going to go full assisted. The steering, you're going to go auto steering. I'm going to get into this in a second. Traction on, stability on. Shifting, you're going to go to automatic. Brake line, you're going to go full. Tire and tire wear, make sure this is on none. And rewinds, you can leave this whatever you'd like. I would just leave it on, but you could do whatever you'd like here. Okay, now make sure you save and continue, guys. Just hit B back out. It will load the new avatars, or drivatars, avatars. And now we are going to start the race. Now, guys, this is the best part of this whole money making because it is an AFK moment, or I should say AFC away from controller. It is literally driving for me, guys. This setting in this game is absolutely, it's like, look, it's literally all I'm doing is holding the gas down, guys. all I'm doing is literally holding the gas. It brakes for me. Watch as I come up to this corner here. Or actually, I might just take the full corner. Okay, up here, you will see it will brake. Yeah, okay, there's... Oh, this thing is just going right around. Like, look at the control the AI is doing. Here, braking. See, I didn't even touch it. Steering, I'm not even steering, guys. I don't know why this option is in this game right now. I think Forza seriously needs to remove it. But before they do, you guys, make sure you hop onto this, okay? The race will do the... Well, the car will race by itself the entire 10 laps until the finish, guys. Now, all you really have to do at this point is literally put a piece of tape over the gas. Or, you know, rest the gas, you know, make sure it's fully compressed, guys, on like a keyboard or something. Tape is the best because it'll hold the entire race. And literally leave the controller there. Again, guys, I'm doing 10 laps. You could put it to 50. Okay, I find 10 laps is good for a few reasons. One, it takes an hour and 45 minutes to complete. So you can literally go out for a walk, go for a bike ride, cut the grass, go for a swim, go wash your car, do whatever you want. And it'll come back and it'll be good. You can do it over dinner. You know, you could literally go make dinner, eat it, come back, and the race will be done. You can cash out. The other method too, the other reason I like it too, guys, the 10 laps, is because the game won't freeze. The game is kind of buggy right now. So there is the chance on a 50 laps, it might freeze at around 30, 40, and you literally have just wasted hours. Okay, think about this. If it almost takes me almost 2 hours for 10 laps, imagine doing a 30 lapper. Okay, that's literally 5.5 hours worth you just wasted. Okay, yes, you could do 50. It will work. Think about it. You could go to school, you can come back, it'll be done. Okay, but I do 10 laps, guys, for that reason. So let's get into some details here, guys. 10 laps, what does it get you? You might be questioning, what does 10 laps get me? 10 laps gets you a heck of a lot, okay, guys? Off all of my kind of, you know, with all of my experimenting in this race, I have made on average 64 levels per 10 lap race, okay? The fastest lap time is about 10 minutes, 40 seconds, which is not bad. The Apollo could easily do it in 9 minutes, maybe even faster depending on how you drive. But considering I am not even driving here, the car is not being pushed to the max limit. Anyways, back to the earnings. So 64 levels on average is what I've earned on the high side. You know, sometimes you'll earn maybe 50, depending on how much XP you get through the race, to be honest, because it's always random. Money-wise, I've earned constantly 2.1 to 2.2 million, which is solid, guys. 2.2 I've earned literally 2 out of the 3 times on the race here. On top of that, guys, you are going to earn a ton of skill points, which is the car mastery. You're going to earn on average 276 skill points. And I could say that is a consistent number. Sometimes, yes, you earn a little less, like 240, 250. That's based off the XP you get. But think about it, guys. For an hour and 45 minutes of going AFK, 2.2 million, 276 skill points, 64 levels, guys. Absolutely insane, okay? So I'm going to cut the clip here, guys, because honestly, I'm not going to go through an hour and 45 minutes of racing. I just wanted to show you guys the control of the car. Actually, one last point. I'm going to give a quick note as to why I chose the Apollo. Like I said at the beginning, it's about the downforce, it's about the speed. The tune makes a difference, guys. The Apollo, with the amount of downforce this car has, will grip every single corner. The Siesto Elemento is a much faster car, like I've said multiple times, but I found the Elemento, especially when you're going AFK mode, goes off track a lot. You might be questioning, will this car ever go off track? I've literally have never had this car go off track, specifically with this tune, guys, and the actual track settings. Okay, make sure it's on hot summer season, okay, again. Now, the Elemento, yes, it has gone off track many times for me. I've actually lost a race. I actually wasted 2 hours of experimenting doing this. It literally came in like 6th place going AFK, okay? Now, again, the tune does matter, guys, so if you are not using this tune specifically, make sure you do a test run at 1 lap to see how well that tune does. There's no point in you jumping into a 50 lap, you know, Goliath here if the tune is completely awful. So test it on a 1 lapper, see how well it does. You'd rather waste, I'd say, 11 minutes on a race than wasting 6 hours, guys. So give it a quick test before you do it. But make sure you guys are following each single step here, guys, because you are guaranteed You are literally being guaranteed to make hundreds of millions of dollars with this method, and it's completely 100% safe. So let's get out of this race. I'm going to show you some numbers right now, and I'm going to show you the step 2 to this whole money making method. All right, guys, we are back in the festival right now, and I'm just going to go over some quick numbers with you guys. So you just finished your 10-lap race, let's say, or even more if you put more laps. It does not matter if you put more, just again, watch what I was saying earlier about more laps, guys. So on 10 laps, I'm going to post a quick video right now as to how much money I've earned. So I earned off a 10-lap Goliath race I just created. Again, 2.2 million cash, guys. I made 64 levels. On top of that, I earned 276 skill points, guys. Literally from going AFK, doing absolutely no work at all. So what does that mean? Step 2 now in the process. So you just finished the race. It's like, well, where's all my money? Your money is not in the race, really, guys. The money is in the second part, which is going to be buying a Jeep Willy, upgrading it with the car mastery, and literally getting ace free super wheel spin. Okay, guys. So before we get into that, I'm just going to break down some numbers for you guys. 10 laps. Why did I pick 10 laps? 10 laps gives you 2.2 million, guys. Now, 2.2 million divided by $40,000, which is the cost of each Willy, gives you 55 Jeep Willys, guys. Remember this number, 55 trucks you're going to buy, okay? That is no money out of your pocket at all. The only money you've invested so far, guys, is literally on the car, which again is valued 250 to 350, I believe that I showed you guys earlier. And let's say another 150,000 on upgrades. That is all. So let's say all in, let's even round up to 400,000. And that is it, guys, okay? Now, the 2.2 million will give you 55 Willys. Now the skill points, you just earned 276 skill points. That gives you the ability to fully upgrade 55 Jeep Willys, which ultimately gives you 55 super wheels. Guys, like, these are perfect numbers. It couldn't be any better. Think about that. One race gives you identically 55 chances to upgrade for free wheel spins. On top of that, 55 free Willys. Okay, so let's get right into it. So again, you're going to come to the festival, guys. Do not buy the Jeep Willys from the auction house. I am telling you, people are reselling them. Do not resell them. I'm going to tell you guys to remove them from your garage when you're done with this method. So go to the auto show. Literally just go to the auto show. This whole method will literally take you guys, if you're doing this quick, 5 to let's say 9 seconds. I've averaged on the Xbox One X about 8 seconds, guys. Again, it is a very quick process. If you're on PC or next gen, it'll be even faster. That's why I'm saying the 5 seconds. I've had other people experiment and they've done it literally in 5 to 6 seconds on next gen consoles. Okay, so that's why for me it's a little slower because I'm on the prior generation. Now that we bought the Jeep Willy, guys, it's a very simple process from here. The next step is literally don't leave the festival because you're going to need to stay in here. You're going to go to the garage tab. In the garage tab, go to the upgrades and tuning. In the upgrades and tuning, you're going to go down to the car mastery. This is where you're going to upgrade it. And you have to upgrade this truck in a very specific way, guys. Make sure you do it exactly like this. The reason for it is, yes, the super wheel spin is 3. This is a single point and this is a single point. If you go this way, you will see this is 3, 3, 6. You're at 7 points, guys. So you now have used 2 additional points, which leaves you with less super wheel spin. So follow this step identically, guys. Now, I'm only going to do one truck because I'm not going to go through all 55. But again, guys, remember, it takes 5 to 8 seconds to buy a truck. It will literally take you maybe another 5 to 10 seconds to upgrade this thing. You move on to the next truck. Again, if you guys even want, I would even say buy a new truck every single time you do it. So that way, you have not, if you bought, let's say 100 trucks and you're doing one after, you don't get confused in the garage which one has already been upgraded. So that's why I'm going to say literally buy a new truck every single time you do this. Okay. Buy a truck, upgrade it, buy a truck, upgrade it, and just continue going through, guys. Now that will unlock 55 super wheel spins. Now, the interesting part about this, guys, is remember, I said I unlocked 64 levels. Okay, with 64 levels, that means I now just gained 64 base wheel spins. So now I have 64 base wheel spins plus 55 super wheel spins, guys. Literally, that is insane. That literally totals, guys, 119 total wheel spins. Okay, so now remember, we've spent that 2.2 million. So yes, we haven't made money just yet, but with 119 wheel spins, guys, it's now time for the big money reveal. Okay, you will literally make off 64 super wheel spins plus, or sorry, 64 base wheel spins plus 55 super wheel spins, I have averaged cash at about $17 million, okay? And on top of that, you will earn about 100 to 100 cars, guys. Think about that. 100 to 120 cars, okay? If we average just each car at literally, let's say 100K, 120 times 100K is 12 million, guys. So 12 million from cars, guys, plus literally 17 million cash. That brings us up to $29 million, guys, that you could earn. Now, hey, you might get cars like I did, where there's Forza editions that are sometimes worth 6 million a piece, i.e. the Elemento. You might get other Forza edition cars. You might get, you know, a P1. You might get literally epic or legendary cars that are worth 1, 2, or 3 million bucks each pop, which then literally brings that prize, you know, up to like close to, I would say, let's say even 45 million within a 2-hour span. Okay. You might get super lucky with wheel spins like I've got right here. I literally have landed 600,000 in one super wheel spin, guys. I'm saying on the lowest, you should make about I'm gonna say about 29 million through this whole process. If you sell every car, if you literally get all like decent spins, you will make $29 million. And guys, remember, you've AFK'd this game for 1 hour and 45 minutes. So really, you're only putting in like maybe what, 40 minutes of work doing the wheelies and rolling wheel spins? Like in 45 minutes of your actual time, you could make 29 million. And hey, this is only doing 10 laps, guys. If you do like a 50 lapper, times all this by 5, which let's just round up to 30 million. 3 times 5, guys, is that is how much money you guys can make, man. It is absolutely insane. This method can make you hundreds of $millions. It is insane. It is 100% legit, guys. There is nothing to worry about. This cannot get you banned. There's no hacks. Like literally, Forza offers the auto drive mode. Buying a wheel and getting mastery points is not against the rules, guys. It is in the game. So make sure you guys jump on this quick, because I really do think Forza will get rid of this, guys. It is, I think, because it's a new game, they are just offering it. I seriously think Forza needs to get rid of this in general. I think it's going to ruin the game for a lot of people in some ways, because you essentially are making all this money. Like literally, if you do this for a couple days, guys, you could make literally like $500 million. Literally going AFK during the day, doing the wheelies at night. If you do this for a week, guys, you could literally make 500 million. Think about that. Very, very easy, not difficult at all, guys. Make sure you follow each individual step. If you do not, this method will not work for you. So good luck with it. Have fun. Let me know in the comments if it does work for you guys. If you guys have changed it, if you've used a different car, I am curious if you have earned more money or if you have more XP. But I've tested, guys, and this is the best method, at least to this current date. So let's hope it works for you guys too. We'll see you in the next one. Peace out.